Good afternoon. It's wonderful to see everyone here. I want to start by thanking our elected representatives for joining us here. It's a busy time, it's a tumultuous time, but they've come here to be with our community. So our representative, Judy Chu, is here, and Judy, whenever Caltech and the broader community has needed anything, you've been here for us. So thank you so much. We also have from the state, and the state is going to play a huge role, our newly elected representatives, our state assemblyman, John Herbedian, and our state senator, Perez. And thank you for coming here and making a statement that is so powerful. I actually don't really know where to start. Words just seem completely inadequate given the scale of the devastation. And I know all of us have looked at the satellite pictures, and it's like World War II with the firebombing of Dresden or something like that. And the randomness that's associated with the fact that some houses survive, some other houses don't, makes it even harder, I think, to assimilate what's going on. The immediate needs, I hope that we've started to address for our community, and the community has stepped forward in amazing ways. I mean, more than 300 Caltech campus folks and Caltech JPL folks have lost their homes. Thousands have been displaced. But we've been able to open our hearts, open our homes to accommodate most people. We've relocated 40 or so people who've lost their homes. We are sourcing additional apartments and facilities to do that. The campus was spared largely, but if you were here a week ago, you would have seen trees that were felled and debris everywhere. And I'd walk around campus and you'd see the groundskeepers and you'd see the facilities folks, and you'd go up and thank them for their hard work, for this massive cleanup. And they'd say, yeah, 4 of my coworkers have lost their homes, but there they are, they're out there. They're making this a place where we can be. We're sourcing 2,000 air purifiers and distributing them. The filters in the buildings have been changed. We are trying to clean rooms, houses, labs, offices multiple times a day with a custodial staff that's pushed, and a lot of whom have lost their own, have suffered their own losses. We're going to have a session next week where lawyers are contributing pro bono their time to talk about what it takes to make an insurance claim. It is really heartwarming in that way to see what's going on. We have a disaster relief fund, which you may have heard about, and we'll start dispersing monies tomorrow. 2,500 individuals have contributed. We've already collected more than $2.5 million. Just a remarkable statement. So we're a community that's resilient. We're a community that will come together and has come together. But this is a long-term project. The hurt will remain. The needs are going to be acute for a long time. And I just want to assure you that Caltech will be here to help. We will do what we can for all of the members of the community who are suffering, whether directly or otherwise. And I just want to thank all of you for what you're doing for other members of the Caltech community, and also to encourage you to reach out to us if we can do more for you, to reach out to each other. And I have every confidence that we will continue strongly on our fundamental missions, contributing to the world, to society, through learning and discovery. So thank you, and I want to now turn the podium over to my friend, my colleague, the inspirational leader of JPL, Laurie Leshin.
Thanks so much, Tom. I appreciate it so much. It is great to see friends here gathered in support of one another. I also want to thank Congresswoman Chu, especially, has just been such an extraordinary supporter of our community at JPL, and we look forward to continued work in the future to make sure our collective mission is propelled forward, and also to our state assembly member and state senator who are with us. Thank you for being here. It means so much. Tom, I want to thank you. Most of you probably don't know this, but he literally took my husband, my dog, and myself in on the night of the fires. He was who I called to say, hey, can we come stay? And they opened their home. Tom and Kathy did that. And, we come with a furry house guest, our little dog, too. So they were great. We appreciate it. It really was such a relief to be here near campus during the worst of this. So just want to start by saying my heart goes out to everyone who has been personally impacted. I feel like our whole community is feeling this together. But to those of you that have lost everything, I cannot even imagine what you're going through, but we are trying so hard to be here to help. To those of you that are still displaced and are likely to be so for some time, that too comes with its own set of enormous challenges. And then the impacts just ripple from there: schools, places of worship, post offices. Sorry, the dogs are really into it in the back. That's good. And so the impacts are broad and deep in our community. And yet, and really that's heartbreaking, right? And yet it's, as Tom said, incredibly heartwarming to see the response of the communities here on campus, up at the lab. For us, the broader space exploration community is wrapping their arms around us. There are multiple companies here in LA and space companies that are holding dedicated fundraisers to give to the Caltech JPL Relief Fund. The incoming administrator designee of NASA donated to the fund. It is wonderful to see the broad support that people are providing to our community, and I think that helps us all keep going, keep putting that one foot in front of the other. The other people I really want to acknowledge are the first responders who have fought. So yes, thank you. So since JPL was unceremoniously thrown out of Caltech 90 years ago, no, I'm joking. That's a joke. That was kidding. We have been up in the hills, and so fire has been kind of a part of our awareness, our environment for our whole history, and so we have an on-site fire department at JPL. We have on-site security that have just worked tirelessly to try and make sure the lab has stayed safe for the decades that it has, and they were on high alert over this last week. Most of them haven't slept very much. I think they finally got to go home last night. And so we're so grateful for that, and for other outside resources that came to bear to help, and that we could at JPL help fill the helicopters with water that were making the dozens of flights and things to help put out this fire. So we're honored and happy to be a part of such an amazing community that pulls together at these difficult times. And I also want to acknowledge our teams at places like the Deep Space Network that kept 40 missions operating when, for the first time since 1963, we had to abandon our Mission Operations Center on lab. But they did something they've practiced twice a year, all these years, which is they transitioned operations to our location up in Goldstone. We've never had to do it. We practice it all the time. We've never had to do it. This is the first time in 63 years there haven't been people in our Mission Ops Center. They're back now. They're back now, and we didn't lose a bit of data. So it's incredible to think that during all this challenge, people kept our mission front and center, along with their families and their communities. We have 3 launches coming up in the next 3 months. We are on track for all of them. 2 of them have Caltech PIs, Lunar Trailblazer and SphereX. We couldn't be more proud of the teams that are continuing to work towards those launches. And it is that mission of exploration and discovery that will keep us coming back together, keep us pushing forward, and just know that we're going to be here to support our teams every single step of the way as we come back from this and continue to push the boundaries of discovery. So thank you to you all for being here, for being a part of this incredibly supportive community, and please take good care of yourselves and each other. Thank you.
So please take advantage of the resources, HR, the credit union, other parts of the support system we have here, have tables on the side. It's not Laurie's furry companion, but I believe there are therapy dogs that you're hearing barking. And most of all, it's a time for us to come together to exchange experience, to exchange stories, maybe even exchange some hugs. So thanks very much.